Lena Morrow blinked against the crystalline shimmer. The chamber hummed, not like electricity, more like a judgment. It pressed inward, elegant and sterile. The Voron's idea of diplomacy: trap the human, test the limits. She flexed her fingers, sluggish, like swimming through syrup. Her delegation had moved like that too, unblinking, over-smiling, walking as though gravity had gained opinions. A doorless slit, irised open. The Arbiter entered in a ripple of cloth and pale light. Voron had no visible eyes, just thin creases where expression might have lived had they believed in it. "Ambassador Marrow," it said, voice tuned like wind through bone. "We regret the chamber's austerity. Measures. For safety. Yours or mine?" Lena asked, voice dry. She rolled her shoulders. The air resisted. Of course it did. The Arbiter tilted its head. "Human kinetics interfere with Voron telekinetics. Your neural unpredictability agitates. Spasms occur. Objects destabilize. I know. Last summit, a water jug tried to exit the room faster than I did. A flicker. A shame pulse, maybe. Their version of a wince. We have dampened the ambient field. Your delegation was adjusted. Slightly. To observe." Lena's jaw locked. "Adjusted. A containment precaution. Observation, not hostility. We feared escalation. You sedated my team with invisible strings and called it a baseline. Control is not malice," the Arbiter said, too gently. Lena stepped forward. The chamber answered with a low creak. Cracks threaded one wall, faint as spider veins. She froze. Her breath shortened, posture tensed, her body already remembering. A subtle tremor passed through the floor. "I ran Boston in the year 2165, she said. "Back then we wore heat like armor, lungs full of soot, legs like snapped wires." The Arbiter said nothing. "I collapsed at mile 25. Didn't stop. Couldn't feel my fingers, but I remembered the stretch. Knew how the pavement tilted. You don't forget." Beneath her skin, synapses lit like a fuse. Muscles coiled, blood surged. Autonomic, unstoppable. The walls hissed. The Voron's containment field absorbed involuntary neural signals, like a capacitor past capacity. "You're using this," she nodded toward the chamber, "to squeeze certainty from chaos. But people aren't spreadsheets. We twitch. We flinch. We remember pain in our bones. Unpredictability endangers peace," the Arbiter said. Its voice, once vapor-thin, now fractured mid-sentence. "You threaten the Concord's equilibrium. You threaten it." Lena's voice sharpened. "You don't test partners in secret. You don't leech their agency and call it protocol." The air thickened. A filament of glass snapped from the ceiling, slow as syrup, spiraling down between them. Lena didn't flinch. "See? Feedback. My nerves are static to your wires." The Arbiter's robe twitched like disturbed sand. "Then humanity must be isolated. For stability, or you adapt." Her pulse pounded. Her body was back in 2165. Lungs on fire, legs shredding pavement. The world reduced to breath and will. Humans bend. You should try it. The wall split with a crack like a barked laugh. The chamber buckled, light shattering in prisms across the floor. The Arbiter recoiled. Its presence, once vast, now flickered at the edges. Telekinetic strain had a smell, ozone and dust, like the air before a collapse. "You feel that?" she asked. "That's not aggression. That's memory. My body's acting without permission, and your system can't take it." The Arbiter sank to its knees, spine folding unnaturally. "You have violated trust?" Lena crouched, eye level now. "You did that first. You made a lab of our skin and called it peacekeeping." Silence pooled. "I'm not threatening war," she said, voice low. "I'm warning you. We form alliances the way we form calluses, slow and only after enough friction. But if you keep trying to preempt us..." The chamber flickered. Its containment field finally collapsed, like breath released. "We will become something you can't anticipate." The Arbiter looked up. Not hatred, not fear. Something more dangerous, uncertainty. Lena straightened, adjusting her jacket. "Tell the Conquered, humans are difficult. We act before we think, speak before we should. But we don't break quietly, and we never stay broken." The Arbiter did not respond. She walked toward the wall, now more suggestion than structure. paused. "You want peace?" she said. "Start by asking, not testing." Then she stepped through the fractured light, her stride steady, each step echoing like a pulse.